Your local election headquarters.
To solve the health care crisis in 2 minutes. I'm up for it.
Jokes and some light jabs as the candidates vying for the 3rd Congressional District seat take part in their first on-stage debate. Our own Glenn Beebe was there tonight for that debate. So, Glenn, was it as contentious as some had predicted?
Don, it really wasn't. Many expected the candidates to go after frontrunner John Curtis, but instead they highlighted their takes on serious issues. And while the candidates didn't go after each other, you could definitely see that there were some differences on the issues. Hundreds watched in person and online as candidates for the open 3rd Congressional District seat tried to sway voters. They took on immigration and the border wall, along with public lands and the partisanship issues in Washington, D.C. Healthcare was on the minds of many after President Donald Trump signed an executive order this week which could undermine subsidies for Obamacare. Jim Bennett of the United Utah Party told a personal story of his daughter's serious injuries and why multiple paths need to be taken.
As I look at health care, I think that it's essential that we find ways to introduce market forces for things like common checkups, but catastrophic coverage ought to be available to everyone.
Democrat Dr. Kathy Allen used her experience in the field to argue why more solutions are needed to tackle cost and access issues.
The free market does not work in health care, and it never will. It's because health care is not a commodity. It does not behave like a commodity because it's based upon urgent need. It's not based upon desire.
Republican Provo Mayor John Curtis argued choice needed to be a big factor, but notes the current system isn't working.
When we go to the doctor, we're more worried about the bill than we are about the diagnosis. I believe it's a mistake to lump everything into one category of emergencies or emergency care.
No matter the subject, the candidates highlighted their personal experiences and professional successes with why they would be good in D.C. Bennett and Allen are trying to dig into Curtis's lead in the polls and are hoping a debate this week and next will be the first steps. Many experts expected Allen and Bennett to go after Curtis more, but they note that in Utah politics that can backfire and end up working against you. Now, with ballots going out in most areas on Monday, the way these campaigns handle the next week and a half to 2 weeks could have a big impact on the final vote. Reporting live in Sandy, I'm Glenn Beebe.